We got a $5 super thanks coming in from Austin Carey. There aren't really any options outside of the org for an in-season defensive coordinator replacement. What about within the organization? For an interim replacement short-term, let Shoddy actually be a head coach and find his own DC. I'd hope firing someone might light a spark. Something has to change. It can't get any worse. I get where you're coming from on the can't get any worse side. I'm kind of there too. The issue you run into is I have no idea who the hell calls your plays. Like, the higher-ranking guys are your secondary guys, and they've been bad. Andre Curtis hasn't done a good job because the secondary has not been good. Like, everyone on this coaching staff is either, like, not really experienced enough to do it, and J.J. Clark, I think, was the UTEP DC or something. That's not who I want to call my plays. Or they're an Eberflus guy. And, like, does that mean it's going to work? So, like, that's my concern and why I think the Cowboys are going to be willing to give Flus some more time to figure this one out. Now, if you want into our weekly raffles, we'll have one for Cowboys Jets. Send in a $5 super thanks. Don't know yet what we're going to give away this week, but we'll have something fun, something signed for you. Send in that $5 super thanks now. CJ DeYoung III. Of course he's hinting at about trades, because the only other thing to talk about is how bad this team is and how impotent this front office has been. I think he meant incompetent, but impotent is also kind of funny. Thanks. Look, I am frustrated by some of the self-inflicted wounds you've set yourself up for on defense. Like, you kind of made this bed to an extent. From CJ DeYoung III. A tie? Glad I went to sleep. How un-American. Thank you. I hate ties. I don't think that they should be allowed. They shouldn't be allowed. Keep playing football until somebody wins. From Rich. No more keep your powder dry talk. Dak playing at MVP level. Everyone keeps saying we aren't close to being contender. We played Super Bowl favorites. It sure looked close to me. I get where you are coming from. If you can get the right trade partner, I am absolutely down. We're going to keep talking about ideas. I'm down to trade my day 3 picks because who cares? They're day 3 picks. I don't want to like overpay significantly, have it not be enough, and now I'm in a worse spot long term. I do want to I want to be a little bit practical with my choices too. From Frank Brosart, what are your thoughts about bringing in Eric Kendricks and benching Sanders for Jaydon Blue? Well, the Sanders injury, which I think this came in before the Blue injury, I'm pretty sure, the super thanks wise, that might allow you to have Jaydon Blue here organically and playing. I'm not opposed to Kendricks. Again, it is late September / early October, and he's unsigned. That kind of concerns me a little bit. But I thought he was fine last year. Is he in shape? If that's the case, why not bring him in for a workout at minimum? When it comes to making moves and trades and wheeling and dealing, should the Cowboys be buyers? Let me know in the comment section of today's show. Y for yes, N for no. I don't know if it's Angel Angel says, thanks. Need to package a deal for 1 or 2 of our edge rushers and a first for Maxx Crosby and only a guy like him. The man's motor is nonstop and has infectious leadership. So first off, you have the player nailed. I love Maxx Crosby. That is one of my favorite players in football. He is an Iron Man. He is great against the run. He is great against the pass. There's so much love correctly given to Micah and Myles Garrett and TJ Watt. I think Maxx Crosby is in that tier. That dude is a superstar player. I love him. He's awesome. I love him on this team. That is why the Raiders won't trade him. He's too good. And like he is a Raider at his core, unless he's demanding his way out when he just got paid, which seems impossible. I don't think it's a likely outcome as smart of a call it a Madden trade idea as it would be. So name a player who you want to trade for. Let me know in the comment section of today's show. Name a player who you would like to see the Cowboys go get. Option Pawar is back. Happy to have you here, my friend. I feel like it's been a little bit. He says, I think our biggest pain point on offense is the O-line. You notice how many times Dak was hurried and pressured? That's why he's checking down. I would mostly agree. You're also averaging the most offensive yards in football, so it's a little bit of a champagne problem for me. Like, we wouldn't be worried about the offensive line. Maybe we'd be more worried about it if the defense wasn't terrible. But my concerns are more on the defensive side for now. But I do think they could be a little bit better. You were down 3 starters, though, last night. I remember the Jason Garrett days of you'd be down 3 starters and you lose by 20. From John, still can't get over the base zone on 4th and 6 without even showing blitz, if not blitzing. The Cowboys are kind of in a damned if they do, damned if they don't. They don't get home on blitzes. They're not effective, which is, again, probably a schematic thing. But, like, I don't know. Why can't I do some more 5-man front stuff? Like, why can't I try to see if I can get one man-to-man matchup up front? Like, nothing is working, but I don't feel like they're trying that much. Like, you go so in depth, like, hey, we're gonna, make things simpler, and then they don't make things simple. Like, it doesn't work. They get beat for a huge play on the opening drive. Like, it's frustrating to no end. Today's show is made possible by Omaha Steaks. You guys get an extra $35 off their ongoing 50% site-wide sale at omahasteaks.com by using promo code COWBOYS at checkout. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety every bite, backed by their 100% guarantee. It's not just steaks, by the way, that they offer. Although the steaks are fantastic, medium rare is the way to go. Let's be clear here. They offer burgers, cozy and convenient comfort meals, tailgating favorites like chicken wings, smash burgers, big deli-style franks, pork chops, and more. The $35 off brings their classic favorites assortment of 4 steaks, 4 pork chops, 4 burgers, 4 franks, and fries, and caramel apple tartlets too, to under $100 for all of that. It is a fantastic deal. So get fired up for fall grilling with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Red Hot Sale event. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code COWBOYS at checkout. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $35 off with promo code COWBOYS at checkout. See site for details. Chris Ortega, can we move Ezraku to linebacker? Looks like a lot better fit and better than what we got. My issue is, I don't know if he actually helps you in coverage. And like that was a big issue against Green Bay, where Ezraku is I thought did some good stuff against the run. Why not do like some 5-man fronts though with him? And like, especially on passing downs, why not have a third edge rusher out there still? Do 5 down linemen and bring 5. Well, you haven't really tried that. You can do that on base downs too. I don't think he's an actual off-ball linebacker, but you can still do like 3-4 outs of linebacker stuff with him. Why not? $10 from Chris. I remember if it's Haas or Hayes. I always forget how to pronounce that one. So Chris H. I'm terribly sorry there. Says, random factoid that I researched today. The Cowboys have not spent a single first or second round pick on a safety in the last 23 years since 2022 with Roy Williams. They just don't value this position. They've never valued the spot. How many years have I been complaining about safety talk? I watched the safeties last in our draft content because I don't want to get my hopes up. I was banging down the door. How many guys have we been banging on the doors for? Taylor Rapp, Juan Thornhill, Derwin James, if you want to go way, way back, though they thought he was a corner, which, whatever. Like, sorry, they thought he was a safety. Or was it a corner? Either way, they thought that Ezekiel Elliott was going to be better for the defense than Derwin James. It's stupid. Like, I agree. Go get safety help. I think that has to be a priority this upcoming offseason because Hooker and Wilson, I think they're gone. Also from Chris, linebacker. How about Mazi Smith, Luke Schoonmaker, and a 6th-round pick for Terrell Bernard from Buffalo, and then Jalen Tolbert, a 3rd this year and a 2nd next year for Jalen Petrie. So Petrie has mostly been kind of like a nickel safety hybrid. I will say, I think that is a pretty big overpay for Jalen Petrie. I don't think he's worth a 3 and a 2 and a, for now, starting safety. I think he would probably help you out at nickel. He's been a little bit more streaky than I think Houston, maybe even than some Houston fans would necessarily like to admit. Terrell Bernard is the leading snap getter at linebacker for Buffalo. I don't think they're going to trade him, especially not for the trash we don't want in Mazi Smith and Luke Schoonmaker and a 6th-round pick. Like, I think that's probably not nearly enough for a Bills team that is a contender, very clearly. Brett Stevens, Tom, how would you fix the defense? I would, honestly, I would totally reevaluate how I approach my defensive strategy. Matt Eberflus is a bend but don't break guy. Well, I keep breaking So if that's going to be the case, I need to generate explosives. I'm giving up too many as it is. So I'm going to blitz more. I'm going to try more man coverage. If I get beat immediately for a long touchdown, okay. If I can force a turnover or two, though, get a stop, get a sack, generate some big plays on defense, you've got what? You had one big play against the Packers. That was it. You're getting 1 or 2 per game. That's not enough if I'm giving up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I would totally flip from this like bend but don't break defense to I'm going to sell out to make some plays. And I might give up, 3 touchdowns, but if I can force a singular punt on 4th down, like that's probably a good thing. I would try other players as well. And if I can find the right value in the trade market, I am open to that as well. From Wayne, the other son of Steve Kerr, is Week 5 now a must-win? I would have said it was a must-win had they lost to the Packers, but they tied. So it kind of is, but isn't. I believe that you get to play the must-win card one time. Now, if you win, you get it back. That's fair. If you lose, it's over. So I'm not going to play that card yet, but check it again in Week 6. It might be worth playing. You have to, I think, I said you had to go 2-1 over those 3 games. Well, I guess you got to go 1.5-1. I don't know. Ties. Predict the Cowboys' record this season. We have to put ties in it now. You know how stupid that is? Get your record predictions for me in the comment section of today's show. William Cook. This is how the NFL could end ties. Once the overtime quarter ends in a tie, there should be a field goal kickoff starting with 50 yards and then an increase at 5-yard increments. So it's kind of like it's like PKs, right? I mean, honestly, I am fine with, hey, if it's still going or there's just no timed clock, after both teams get the ball, next score wins. It will end eventually. Not that hard. That game would have gone on another 10 minutes max because neither team could stop them. Like, I'm fine with that. That one gets a little bit gimmicky for me, but helps the Cowboys because Auburn's going to win every one. So, all right, Ellis, $5 super chat. Ellis Gruzinko. If the D gives up 30-plus points to the Jets and Panthers, do you consider firing Eberflus midseason, even with the lack of an internal candidate? Yeah, I do. If you can't stop the Jets and Carolina, you're not going to stop anybody. Like, the schedule gets harder. Like, these, you should be able to do better. But if you don't, I think you have to. You kind of have to at that point. William Cook, $5. I think the secondary got better once Wanye Thomas played. No more long chunk passing plays. Of note, the Packers were like a little bit scared at times of like they did a lot of short stuff, which I didn't really anticipate seeing. So I don't disagree at all. I liked what I saw from Wanye Thomas. It wasn't a big safety play game in general, but they didn't get beat as deep. That's a good thing for where we're at. For more Dallas Cowboys videos, hit that sub button, youtube.com/Cowboys TV. Free videos all season long. Jimmy Jackson Thomas, Ferguson has to get to line of gain on 3rd down routes and break that first contact. He ain't no Witten, but come on. I agree. That's been the one thing that's really holding back Jake Ferguson this year. Last 2 years, I think he was either led the NFL, tied for it, regular season-wise, with forced missed tackles. It was him and Tucker Kraft. This year, he has not been doing it at nearly the same pace. His numbers have plummeted. He made the good end zone catch. That was good for him to hold on to it. But you're absolutely right. If you're going to run a route short of the sticks on 3rd down, you have to make that first guy miss. And that has not been the case so far, really at all, out of Jake Ferguson. They did credit him with 3 forced missed tackles. He was better after that early 3rd down play, but I think more is still needed. YouTube J, trade a first for Fred Warner. Niners need to sell. The Niners aren't selling, though. They are invested too much. Like, the Niners are not going to be as banged up as they are. They lead the division going into Thursday Night Football. So this might go out afterwards, so asterisk it. But I know they're banged up, but they're above 500. They lead the NFC West as of filming for our live show. They have the tiebreaker advantage there. I don't think that they're going to be sellers as much as I do love Fred Warner, who they also just paid. So don't get your hopes up.